From great stories to tales of intrigue, we present WCRS Radio Stage. Please join us for this exercise of the imagination with radio drama. Today, another tale from the Old Curiosity Shop by John S. Drew. That sound tells us there's only 15 seconds until curtain time, so get comfortable in your chair as we go to Studio X, and WCRS Radio Stage presents the story, The Healing Touch.
Greetings, and welcome to my little store. It may not seem like much to you. In fact, it may look like any other antique store you've frequented in the past, but there is much more to my establishment than meets the eye. What's that? You never noticed this shop on the corner before. That's only because I just arrived. Your cousin was telling you about a similar shop she saw in Europe just a few months ago. No, this is not a chain, just one store of its kind. But I've traveled a great deal. My curiosities, only the finest collection of items ever assembled under one roof. But beware, not everything in this store is meant to be sold. Why do I display them? To gauge humanity, their total worth and being. They say that everything has its price. And here in my little store, I find out just how much one is willing to pay for my curiosities, and just how much more they will pay in the end. As I look at my ledger, I see an entry for a piece I sold recently, an antique stethoscope, a universal symbol of the medical profession. I remember the day the young man who purchased it came into my shop, but his story does not begin there. Let's start at the beginning. James Beckett was awakening early one morning.
Huh? What?
It's all right, Linda. Go back to sleep.
Okay, James. Wake me up at 6, okay?
I will.
Oh, go have your morning cigarette already and stop your coughing.
I will. I wish I wasn't so dependent on these things.
James, you let me sleep in. I told you I wanted to get up at 6. I have to report to the hospital by 7. I have to make rounds with Dr. France.
Linda, I'm sorry. I just wanted to spend some time with you. I was going to surprise you with breakfast and...
So you didn't wake me up earlier?
You don't get enough rest as it is. You're putting in 12-hour shifts. You're being on call all the time. You need some sleep. So I couldn't wake you up early. I just figured...
You figured what? I'd just go in late for my shift? James, we talked about this before.
I know, Linda, I know. I just wanted some time alone with you.
You know how important this residency is to me, James. I have some time off this weekend, and
Which, no doubt, you'll be called away again. You always leave yourself available for that Dr. France.
You don't realize the opportunity I have in working with France. She's the #1 neurologist in the Northeast.
Yes, but what about us?
What about us? Is there something wrong?
Well, you spend more time at the hospital and very little with me. I just wonder how we can survive a relationship like this.
James, I promise you, this weekend will be for us. I've only got 3 months left.
Yeah, I guess.
You do want me to succeed, don't you? You do realize how important this is for me.
Yes, of course I do.
All right, then. No more talk. I'm going to get dressed.
Can't you even stop for a moment? I'm making bacon, fresh coffee.
I'm late already, as it is, thanks to you. But it was sweet of you to think of it. Just next time, let me know before you do it.
I don't know what else to do, Brendan. I keep telling myself it's only 3 more months, but then there's this next assignment.
Yeah, it ain't easy being married to a doctor. Once dated a pre-med student for all of 2 weeks. I think I saw her maybe 3 times, and 2 of them in the library for a study date. I sat quietly and read Sports Illustrated, watching her study her heart out.
Well, I met Linda just as she was finishing up her studies, but this residency, she works in such a specialized field. She always has to be on top of the latest advances. And when she's not at the hospital, she's at home reading medical journals. She's so damn determined to succeed.
That's rough. Well, you gotta ask yourself the question then. Is she worth it?
Of course she is. What kind of question's that?
Just checking, buddy. If you hesitated, I might have been concerned, but don't worry. Things are gonna work out fine.
Yeah, but in the meantime, I upset her this morning. She was late for work, even though she says she forgives me. Her voice is so cold on the phone. Oh, I can't help feel that she may be wondering if it's all worth it. Our relationship, that is.
Well, if that's the case, the only way you're going to be able to prove it to her that it is by supporting her. Let her know you love her. We'll wait for her. Do whatever you have to do to make it work.
Yeah, but I may have already planted the seeds of doubt in her mind.
Well, you don't know unless you try.
Hey, look at that store window.
What are you looking at?
You see that long metal tube? The one that's small at one end and bigger at the other?
I see it. So?
It's an old stethoscope.
Looks like a piece of junk to me.
Oh, don't you see, Brendan? This might help me.
An old piece of metal?
A symbol, Brendan. A symbol of my devotion to Linda and what she's trying to achieve. I'll wait up for her tonight and give her the stethoscope. I'm vowing to wait 3 months, and we'll be looking forward to our future together.
Might be easier to buy an engagement ring, Jimmy boy.
No. This is a much stronger symbol. I've got to get it. Come on.
All right.
Will you look at some of the things in here? My God. It looks like a program guide to the evening's entertainment on the Titanic.
I think it is.
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. I bet that stethoscope is really expensive.
Cough bothering you again?
Oh, yeah, I wish I'd never taken up smoking, but I'm hooked on them. They actually calm my cough.
That's so weird.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
No, thanks. We were just looking.
Go on, James. It doesn't hurt to ask. My friend here is interested in that heart-listening thing you have in the window.
The stethoscope. Yes, that is one of the first ever designed for listening. May I ask why you wish to purchase it?
I want to make it a gift for my girlfriend. She's a resident over at Mercer General.
Very thoughtful. I placed that in the window more for show than for sale. I haven't really thought about a price. What do you think it's worth?
I'm not good with antiques. I once threw away my entire Spider-Man collection, issue 1 through 56. You know how much that's worth today?
Well, it is a shame that we do not place a greater value on what we have until it is taken away from us.
How about you let it go for $100?
What? It's got to be worth a lot more than that. Hey!
Shut up.
$100 seems fair. Very well, it is yours. I shall take it out of the window and wrap it up for you. It is somewhat delicate. Handle it with care.
Are you sure?
He's sure, James. Let the man do his work.
I shall be right back.
That's got to be worth a lot more.
Of course it is. But if you can get it for a steal, why not go for it?
I don't know, but it doesn't seem right to me.
Relax.
There we go, gentlemen.
Well, thank you, and here's your money.
I thank you, and good luck, sir.
Thanks.
They feel they have the better hand in this deal, but you get what you pay for, gentlemen. Yes, you get what you pay for.
James, I'm home.
There you are. I'm glad to see you.
Me too. What a day. What smells so good?
Well, I'm making my famous lemon chicken.
Lemon chicken. That's one of my favorites.
That's why I made it, love. I wanted something special for you.
I'm sorry. I am too tired to eat.
Oh, Linda, don't do this.
James, look, we need to talk.
What? What's the matter?
I've been thinking about this for a while, and I think it would be best if you and I take a break from each other.
Take a break? I don't understand. I thought...
Let me finish. This isn't fair to you, James. We're in a one-sided relationship where you're the only one who's concerned about us.
You don't care about us?
I care about you, James, but I can't give you what you want.
I know, but I'm willing to wait.
I just don't know if that's a good idea.
Linda, don't be so quick to make that decision. Look, open this.
What is it?
No, open it. Go ahead.
What is this? It looks like a horn or something.
It's a stethoscope. It's one of the first ever developed.
A stethoscope?
Yeah, it's just a little something to show my faith in you and my faith in what you're doing.
Oh, James, you're making this a lot more difficult.
Why don't you let me decide if it's not working out? I admit it's not perfect right now, but I feel we can make it if we work together.
James, please.
Linda, I think we can make it.
I want to believe that, James. I really do.
Then let my faith be enough for both of us right now. It's late. You're tired. You're in no shape to be discussing this now.
All right. Does this thing work?
Well, the guy I bought it from said it did. Put it up to my chest and check.
All right. I guess I listen in from the smaller end?
Right. You place the big end against my chest.
Breathe in.
Damn cough.
Your heart doesn't sound all that good either. I really wish you would stop smoking.
That's just a vicious circle, love. I need the cigs to soothe the cough. I got the cough from the cigs.
Thank you for the gift, James. I'm going to place it in my office, right on my bookcase where everybody can see it.
Great. Come on. You've got to get up early tomorrow morning, I suppose.
I'm afraid so.
I don't want you to think I'm pushing, but is the weekend still looking good?
So far, but no promises.
Oh, that's fine. We can talk some more about us then.
I'd like that.
Oh. I hate mornings.
Stay in bed. I'll grab a quick bagel and coffee at the hospital.
It's okay. I'm awake now. I'll get up.
I still don't have time for breakfast with you.
That's all right. I'm not hungry anyway.
Here, want your cigarettes?
No, I don't want one.
Really? Wait a minute. You're not coughing?
No, I'm not. I don't feel any cough, and I don't feel the urge for a cigarette.
That's strange.
Oh, you smell good.
Thanks. This is very strange. You're always congested in the morning.
I feel great.
Well, maybe that's a good sign. Look, James, I gotta get ready.
Go ahead. I'll give you a call later.
I'd like that.
Nurse Jansen, please return to the nurse's station.
I'm sorry I'm late, Dr. France.
This is the second time this week, Linda. What's going on?
Just some personal problems at home.
Well, that's not going to help your patients here, Linda. You better clear them up fast.
I think I've got it under control.
Fine. Come on. We're late for rounds.
Dr. Zimmer, please report to ER.
What's that you're
immediately.
holding?
It's a
Dr.
stethoscope,
Zimmer,
one
to
of the
the
first.
ER.
An antique? What are you doing with it?
It was a gift from James.
Pretty expensive gift. Is he a part of the personal problems?
Pretty obvious, huh?
Oh, I was dating a guy when I was going through my internship. He was always complaining they never had time for him. Guilt gift, right?
I don't think he was trying to guilt me.
Maybe he was feeling guilty himself.
I don't know.
Here's Mr. Quirk's room.
Quirk. I don't remember him.
New case. Come on. I'll introduce him to you. This is Matthew Quirk. Severe head trauma caused by a hit-and-run accident last night. We managed to stop the hemorrhaging in the frontal lobe, but there has been severe nerve damage to the brain. Mr. Quirk has been in a coma, and there's a fight brewing in the Quirk family over whether to pull the plug or not.
What can we do?
We can relieve some of the pressure to the brain. I don't think Mr. Quirk's ever going to be a fully functional member of society, but I do believe he could live to a ripe old age.
How functional would he be?
That all depends on how good his therapist is and how responsive he is to the therapy.
When will we find out?
His family managed to get a hearing this afternoon.
Oh, that was fast.
They have money.
Money talks.
Exactly. Now, oh, damn, where'd I put my stethoscope?
Forgot to bring it again?
I'd forget my glasses, too, but I keep them strapped around my neck.
Here, let me try this old one James gave me.
We're assisting him in breathing at the moment. The surgery may be useless if we can't get him breathing on his own again.
Sometimes I wonder if it's all worth it.
Oh, hang in there, kiddo. Let's look in on the others. I'll pick up my stethoscope along the way.
We don't have to. This thing actually works pretty well. I am beat. I could use a cup of coffee.
Oh, me too. My treat.
You're on.
Dr. France, there you are. You have to see this.
Take it easy, nurse. What's the matter?
It's Mr. Quirk. He's awake.
What? Oh, my God.
This is impossible.
Mr. Quirk, can you understand me?
What happened? Where am I?
You are badly hurt, Mr. Quirk. Please, don't try to move.
My wife, my children, where are they?
Take it easy, Mr. Quirk. Your family will be called, and... Do you feel any pain?
Ringing in my ears. A bit of a headache.
Dr. France, what's going on?
Nurse, call imaging. I want to get some pictures of this man.
Yes, doctor.
Respiration, heartbeat, blood pressure, all normal. This is not making any sense.
How do you explain it?
A miracle?
He just woke up, James. We were going to have to do some major surgery just to get him some semblance of life, and there were no guarantees with that.
So what happened?
I don't know. The films came back and showed only a minor concussion, but from last night they showed major head trauma. It makes no sense.
A real miracle.
You know, I think I'm witnessing another. I haven't seen you light up a cigarette all evening.
I haven't felt the need for one.
And you're not coughing.
I haven't coughed all day.
Really? Let me see something. Breathe in.
Well?
I'm not hearing any congestion. You're sounding pretty smooth there.
I feel good.
This is all very strange. Your lungs are clear.
What do you think's going on?
I don't know. I am beat.
I know. I think it's about time I look into a vacation.
Sounds nice.
Dr. France, you have to see this.
Calm down. What's the matter?
You have to see it.
Oh, no.
Peter, get back in your chair. We just set that lay cast yesterday.
It's okay, Doc. I feel fine. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't even itch.
And there's Mrs. Callahan. She was in intensive care.
All the patients, doctors, they're well. It's a miracle.
Nonsense. Impossible.
Impossible or not, it's the truth. Look at these people, Doctor. They're living proof. But what's happened to cause it?
Nurse, get these people back to their rooms. I want everyone on this floor gathered and made to understand the importance of not letting word of this get out just yet.
Why?
Why? Could you imagine the media frenzy if this got out? No. Until we know what's going on here, we've got to keep this quiet.
I don't understand any of this. The entire ward is in recovery. There were people there we had written off as finished. It was only a matter of time. We just kept them going.
Dr. France, room 310, code blue.
Oh, no, Mrs. Higgins. It looks like not everyone's so lucky. I'd better get over there.
Damn. Linda, quickly. I want a 400 charge of the paddles.
Ready. Clear.
Again. What the hell?
The power's out.
Precordial thump and CPR.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Listen for a heartbeat.
You're still using that old thing?
I've actually gotten used to carrying it around. Nothing.
Let's do it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We got her.
The emergency power's kicking in.
We almost lost her there. Emergency generator should have started right away. I'm going to find out why it took so long. Nurse, move her into intensive care.
Yes, doctor.
I'm telling you, James, it was amazing. She was dead. Dead.
Well, something's going on. You've got people dying, coming back to life.
And we've got others who should be in recovery healing in days. Something's going on. But what's the catalyst? What is it that's brought about this change?
Well, what do you think it is?
I don't know. The only thing different I can find is that I've been using your stethoscope.
You have? I'm touched you're using it.
It means a lot to me, James, to know that you care. But there's something odd about it. First, your lungs clear up and you don't even crave a cigarette, and then the patient's in the hospital.
You're not saying there's something about that thing that...
I don't know, but let's find out.
What are you doing with that knife? Hey, you're cutting yourself!
I know, it's bleeding pretty well. Now, give me the stethoscope.
This is crazy!
We'll know in a minute. I'm going to place it against my heart and...
Linda, you've got to stop. It's not doing anything. Here, wrap it with this.
I don't get it. James, I was so sure this was the cause. It was the only explanation.
Maybe it's lost the touch. Who knows?
Could you imagine, though, if such a thing were true? The possibilities, the money we could make?
Money? What about the good you could do?
Oh, certainly, but I could get rich by doing it.
I've never heard you mention monetary rewards for your work before.
Hey, I've got to pay the tuition bills somehow.
Oh, I guess you got a point.
Paging Dr. Nord. Please pick
So
up
it looks
on
like
line
we actually
3.
have an empty
Dr.
ward before the end of the day. The recovery rate on all the patients is remarkable. There's only Mr. Lemkin left. Did you hear me?
What? Yes, Limkin. What's his deal?
His deal is that he's going into surgery in 20 minutes to relieve some pressure on his brain from an assassination attempt. It seems our Mr. Lemkin was all set to testify in the case against Sammy the Shark Molino, but somebody got to him first with a .38. The bullet's lodged in the brain, and it's causing inflammation that we can't even get to. We hope we might be able to do some exploratory and see what's going on in there. He's under 24-hour guard by the police.
For Dr. Thomas.
No other
Line
way,
4.
huh?
None I could think of.
Dr. Thomas.
I'm going to
line
get a
4.
cup of coffee. Want one?
Huh? No, thanks. No other way, huh? I wonder.
You can't go in there.
It's okay. I'm Dr. Fran's associate.
Oh, okay. Go on in.
Hello, Mr. Limkin. Let's see if I can get you to talk. That would be worth something to someone. What the? I don't get it. This should have worked, but it's only made things worse.
Linda, what are you doing here? Step aside.
I thought I could...
Damn, I'm losing him. He's gone. Linda, what were you doing in here?
I was trying to help him.
How? There was nothing you could do. The surgery was chancy at best.
With this. This.
That stethoscope? Linda, what are you saying?
With this, I have the power to heal.
Linda, please give it to me.
No, I'm telling you, I can save this man.
This man is dead, Linda. Please calm down.
No, I can do this. I can.
Officers, please. I need help in here.
Hold still, doctor.
No, I have the power. I can do this.
Come on.
Let me go.
Are you sure you want to do this, buddy?
Yeah, I've got to be with her now more than ever.
You're a better man than me, James. If even half of what the doc says turns out to be true.
I don't even want to think about it.
James,
Dr. France, I've heard so much about you.
and are you, James? Linda is very fond of you.
How is she? Can I see her?
She's sedated for now. Her obsession with the illusion that she had some sort of healing touch was so great. James, how did she come by that cut on her hand?
It was self-induced. She thought that maybe this gift I gave her would heal her.
The stethoscope?
Yes.
Even with the sedative, we had to pry it out of her hands.
Can I see her, Doctor?
Yes, but I don't want to give you any false ideas about the situation. It appears that whatever miracle occurred in our ward has affected Linda, and it's given her a godlike complex.
I understand. I'm ready.
I'll be just outside. Please, try not to agitate her.
Oh, Linda. I'm so sorry.
James?
I'm here, baby.
James, you must help me. I need the stethoscope.
Linda, forget about that. Forget about everything for now. You need to think about getting better.
I'm fine. Why are you looking at me like that? You think I'm crazy, too.
I didn't say that.
You didn't have to. I can see it in your eyes. Get out! I'll prove it! I'll prove it to you all! Get out! Just get out!
All right. I love you.
James, are you all right? I heard Linda shouting.
I lost her, Doc.
We'll do everything we can for her, James.
I've got to go.
Of course. Here, I think you should have this.
The stethoscope? No, keep it. I don't want to ever see that thing again.
How very sad it is that one can be so obsessed with something that it overwhelms their very being and sanity. This is an extreme story, one that could only happen here in my shop. But there are people in this world that let career rule above all else. A sad tale. One of many I know, having run this store for so many years. Perhaps you'll stop in one day, and I'll tell you another. But for now, I must put out my closed sign and turn out the lights. It's time for me to go. Till then, take care.
Today's program featured Mary Factor as Linda, David Crawford as James, Josie Vecchio as Dr. France, David Binkley as Brendan, and Mel Hart as the old curator. Also heard was Robert Quayes, Lynn Zimmerman, and Valerie Holman. The Healing Touch was written by John Astrew. Original music was written and performed by David Crawford. Theme music for WCRS Radio Stage was written by David Crawford and Tom Holman. WCRS Radio Stage is produced in Akron, Ohio by David Binkley and David Crawford. I'm your host, Joe Calley, asking you to join us the next time we open the curtain on WCRS Radio Stage.